It's Ronnie, and welcome to Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches Round 10, featuring 31 exclusive sketches because we have a bonus one. And today's sketch is by C.C. Inez, and super cute, has several layers, scallops, and flowers. And I'm going to have all that plus, of course, a little bit more because, I like more. I'm scrapping those two photos of Malachi and I'm using those two die sets. And then I've got, let's see, Simple Storage Vintage Farmhouse, Country Farmhouse. And I think one sheet, the sticker sheet, it is from an Echo Park one. And then the background is Simple Stories. It's from that big paper pad that has a thin paper, so I did back it in some cardstock. I used my uh, notebook edge punch there, the EK Success punch laying over to the right hand side on that one piece of paper, and these scallops came off the sticker sheet. I didn't need them all, so I figured why bring them all out and cover some up. So I am just using four. That's all I'm using. And I did mat all those papers because you all know I like green, and there is a few layers of green there, and I wanted to be able to distinguish one from the other. And I'm laying my papers pretty much like the sketch shows, with just a little bit of difference. On the stuff I forgot to, I had it in my head the way it's supposed to be. Instead of having the sketch right in front of me, of course, I never do because I don't have room for it. I go from memory. So it does add up to a little bit of difference by the time I get done. I thought I'd use the word blessed and home in one sentence title, but it didn't quite work out. I tried several ways. It didn't work out. So I decided I would do a subtitle. So the top part is blessed with our very own food critic, and then the bottom will be love grows in our home. But yeah, the pictures of Malachi, and as you can see, he did not like what he was eating, so he was spitting it out. It did not pass his taste test. Uh, I'm putting I used those Sizzix dies and made a mixer. And on the bowl, rather than it be plain, I thought I'd put something on it. It's a little round sticker with vegetables, and there's quite a bit of green in it. So I went ahead and backed it with a circle of it is a rust orange, is what it's supposed to be, or burnt orange. And it's not quite red. It's really close, but it's not quite. And I am going to use some red flowers at the end because it's so close they go pretty good together. I forgot to ink this, so I had to pull it off and put some ink on there. And while I had it off, I remembered I needed to highlight. So it is getting some highlights too. I was debating whether to put it one line up or at the bottom, and I finally decided to go ahead and have it at the bottom like I originally had. But yeah, I just had to make up my mind. And I put the thin um, foam tape on the mixer, but I'm putting the thicker foam tape on the bowl to give it a little bit more dimension. However, I'm going to put some flowers there. So I don't know if y'all will be able to tell if it had more dimension or not. But I like the flowers. Y'all know I like flowers, so I will add some. And I started to add another highlight there and changed my mind. I was afraid I'd mess up. Y'all ever do that? Afraid you're going to mess something up? So you put off doing it or just don't do it at all. Well, that's me. I do it all the time. Um, I'm going to put foam tape underneath the photo when I get around to it. I'm still piddling. I thought about laying the utensils there by the mixer, but I decided I didn't have enough room for them. In my head, I thought I did, but I didn't. So I'm going to go ahead and put it up by the title. See, I'm trying, and it's just not going to work. And I thought I'd put them together and kind of like, you know, you would put a bow around them and put them up there. So that's what I'm going to do with them and put some flowers up there too. And these are the flowers, and I've got the bottle sitting there to the right, and it's got flowers. I believe they were by Prima, and one bottle will last you forever. And I've got more than one bottle. There's some more in the closet, but they came as a set from HSN at one time. I punched out 1/16 inch holes so I could have centers for my little flowers. And then the greenery laying over there to the side was some I'd already had cut out and had in my tray with the greenery. Most of the time I stick it back in whatever collection I cut it out for, and then it's there when I go the next time. But sometimes I'll spend like all evening watching a movie or something and cut a bunch out and put it in the tray. And I'm assuming that's what this was because I pulled it out. And I will have one branch that isn't the same color. And since, I don't have more than one branch that's different, I'm not going to use it. I inked around the pieces, and the little whisk, I did put a different color handle on it, but, and I used a silver mirror cardstock for the whisk for the top part of it. I'm trying to remember what I did here. And it hadn't been that long since I did it, just, well, last night. So, yeah, I'm just, I'm just having to think here a second. I did leave a journaling spot so my son can write there. Yeah, this was a video he sent me, and I did a couple of screenshots. And yeah, I tried to get it where the food was actually falling out of his mouth, but it was so blurry. I gave up on that, so it's almost falling out of his mouth. Anyway, my son had gave him a nugget with dip on it, knowing he didn't like that dip. Branch drip, drip, not drip. It is dip. Anyway, he knew that he would get that reaction, so he had the camera ready. And he's just dying laughing in the background. So if he don't write on it, I will, but he'll probably write on it. He has really good handwriting, and he'll look real good when he gets done. And he is usually good at writing on them. Let's see, where am I at now? Oh, I am still adding flowers to my layout. So while I'm adding some more, I want to mention that down there below you'll find the master link to the playlist that Christy created for everybody to be able to just click on once, hit play, and of course then they just keep playing if yours is set up like mine is, well, my TV for streaming. I don't go on my laptop very often, but it's not set up that way because I want to be able to comment. Let's see, where am I at? Oh, the leaves are, I don't know if I mentioned it or not. I've had to do this voiceover a few times, and you really lose track of what you said and what you haven't said. But it is Pink Fresh Branch, and it was some leftover from another layout. And now I'm using the picture wheel die and putting it up there on the corner, and it is a wood grain, a very light wood grain, but it is a wood grain. But I thought I'd go with the country feel of the layout. If anybody knows of a collection that has food in it, I'd appreciate it because I have a couple of farm ones that has less food stuff. But yeah, I'd appreciate knowing about a collection that has food predominantly in the collection. Um, oh, since that is a chicken nugget, I decided to add a chicken to my layout. Well, I'd seen this already on the wax paper from a previous layout that I didn't use, and I'd already fussy cut it out. I believe it was a 3x4 cut apart, and I'm just putting it up in this upper right hand corner because, when I had roosters, they'd get up on my deck and crow. They'd have to let everybody know right where they were at. And no, they don't just crow in the wee hours of the morning. I think they do it whenever they take a notion to. Um, I think I'm about done putting the flowers on. Yes, I've already put the piece of paper on my photo, before I decided I needed a couple of more flowers. And once I get them done, I will be doing my splatters and I'll be done with my layout. So super cute sketch, and I did stick pretty close to it, y'all. Really close to it, in fact. Aren't these great sketches this month? I mean, everybody created them exclusively for the 30 days of sketches. And some of them had never even made a sketch before. So some of these are first timers and they're still doing really good jobs. Um, the Sprinkles is Bookworm by Mr. Huey's. And y'all know I love that color. And uh, yeah, I am done with my layout. And um, yeah, see that super thin paper that plaid is, or I think it's a large gingham. I don't know. I think it is a gingham. Uh, is both from that paper pad. So they're both thin. But since I put the cardstock behind it, they worked out really well. And there's the foam. Well, they're not stickers. They're just foam phrase stickers from Simple Stories. But the scallop border from Echo Park worked out really well with it. I was going to use one of my dies or uh, a border punch for it, and then I remembered this, and I thought, I think it'll work. So I used it instead. And there's my little mixer. Don't it look like one of those KitchenAid? KitchenAid, yeah, that's the name of it. Mixers. And if I could have remembered more what a KitchenAid one looked like, I might have embellished it more. But instead, I put the flowers on there. But if you leave a comment below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those who already are, thank you so very much. But I hope y'all have a happy, scrappy week. You have fun with that playlist down there. And don't forget about Facebook and Instagram. Lots and lots more inspiration in those two spots. Bye.